Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. Today I am back with another plan with me in my Tilly Journals Functional Flexi Planner. This is for the week of the 20th to the 26th of February. Yes, you did hear that right. And this is using the kit Sweet Treat from Plannerface. I do PR for Plannerface, so you can use my code CAT10 to save 10% on your orders and add my name in those to seller to pick up my freebie. When this plan with me is going up, if you're watching it on the day it comes out, the Plannerface 7-year anniversary sale is also still going on. So if you want 25% off your orders, I would very much go and shop with Plannerface right now. And that's obviously a better deal than my normal PR code, but you can still put my name in notes to seller to pick up my freebie. So that's really fun. So I am using some foil in this spread. I'm using a mixture of the rose gold. So I'm using rose gold from, I think the Bougie Boxes tapes, I think, are Harriet Wright Designs. And then the overlay, one is from Paper Sheet Plans, the others are from Tilly Journals, and the little hearts are from Tilly Journals as well. I love how they look on the spread. It really adds like an element of Valentine's Day to this, which is just so cute. And then I'm also using Scribble Prints Co. Rose Gold as well, which is much more pink than kind of coppery, but obviously the tones are ultimately both rose gold, so I think it kind of works. And I really like how it came out because I wasn't really using a foil bundle, I was just sticking down sort of random extras, but I really like it. I think the pink and the brown of this kit go really well with like the really cute rose gold, so it's really nice. The only thing I don't like is the bottom washi. I stuck a heart overlay just like in the middle of the washi. I should have put it at the top, it just looks a bit weird, but I couldn't rip it up. It was like ripping the washi, so I just left it. So the reason that I decided to use this kit is I just really liked it, but that's not a very cat response because I always have to have a perfect reason to use a kit. And I picked this one because it's still Valentine's Eve. This is the week after Valentine's Day. But I have 3 busy seasons in my job, and one of them starts the week after this one. So this week was really busy at work because I was having to prep stuff for the like event season that I do starting on the Monday. So, and like I don't drink coffee. I don't drink any kind of caffeine really, like the odd iced tea, but other than that I really am not a caffeine drinker. But I do associate caffeine with my job because we spend a lot of time on the road. Most people in my job drink a lot of caffeine, and a lot of people sort of comment to me that they don't know how I get through the event season without caffeine. So I do like associate it with that. So I decided that it was just a good fit. We spend a lot of time in cafes and stuff. I felt it worked well. So I'm already on the day by day. Cat's speeding through today. So I'm not going to say where the stickers are from because this is a bit of a shorter plan with me compared to my other ones because I think I was just like a bit happy on the editing or was really fast with the planning either way. But I won't say where the stickers are from. Most of my functionals are from Plannerface, Joy of Planning, Once More with Love, Coffee Monsters Co., Scribble Prints Co., Stick with the Plan Co. I do have a few that are from other places, but that's where most of them are from. And if you want to ask where a specific sticker is from, please feel free to ask me down below. So on Monday, the first thing I marked was that I received a crappy email. It was just like a really, really rude email about something that had happened the week before that was just incredibly unnecessary. And I enjoyed that. I didn't take it lying down. I wrote them back a very measured email about why I had to do what I did the week before. And yeah, that was fine. It's one of those things where sometimes being a manager is really sucky, and sometimes you have to do stuff you don't want to do, and you have to say stuff you don't want to do. You have to set expectations, you have to have standards, and I make a lot of allowances for various things, but there are some things that I just can't bend on for the like good of the place I work, and it was just kind of one of those examples. It was just really, really crappy, but ultimately fine. But I did then mark I was feeling crap because even though I knew I'd done the right thing, it doesn't make it any easier as a manager when you know you've done the right thing, but people are telling you you haven't. And as somebody with imposter syndrome, it's really hard. So that was kind of why I marked that. Then I marked that I had so many meetings. So this was on top of, you know, obviously starting my day with this really, really crappy email to then have to sit in meetings all day was just not what I needed for starting this week. But when I got home, I think we were working from home this day. I think I was working from home. But anyway, our cake samples arrived for our wedding cake. We have a really lovely cake designer. We've met her in person because we met her at a wedding fair, and she sent over our cake samples for us to pick our flavours. So she does a really good range of flavours. I think the 3 that we're going for, I was thinking when I was doing this spread can I remember what they are because it was so long ago. It's going to be one, I think it's white chocolate and raspberry or something similar, something like that. One that is like salted caramel chocolate fudge, and one is lemon. So a really good like 3-tier mixture. We're gonna have a 3-tier wedding cake. So I'm so excited. Her cake was just so good. So that was very nice. And I wish we could be sent samples all the time. Stuart was like, do you think we could just buy samples like frequently? So that was really funny. And then I marked that we had Chinese takeaway. I'm not a big eater of takeaway Chinese food, but sometimes if I'm in a certain mood, I will eat it. But I only really eat lemon chicken and rice. I'm a very plain eater generally, so that is my go-to order. Then on Tuesday, I marked that I was doing some editing, I think probably on the train, despite the fact I use a sticker sat at a keyboard. And I mostly edit on my MacBook now, but if I'm sort of behind, I do need to edit on my phone. I then marked that I was in meetings all morning. Then this must have been pancake day, so Stuart made pancakes. And I accepted this year, so last year on pancake day, I felt really sick because Stuart really likes both savoury and sweet pancakes. And so I was like, well, it's my dinner, I should eat a savoury pancake, which I had like cheese and spinach. But I don't like cheese on toast. I find it too cheesy, even though I really like cheese. And I think I felt the same about the cheese pancake. So I just decided this time to just have 2 Nutella, strawberry and marshmallow pancakes. And that was my dinner. And I was so much happier about it. And the sticker I've used there from Papershire, who I should have mentioned earlier as well, for functional stickers, was just perfect. So it was like exactly what my pancakes looked like. Then we were watching Bad Batch, which is a Star Wars TV show. I actually gave up midway through this series that's out now on Disney+. I just didn't enjoy it. I think it lost its way a little bit, which is a real shame because I was enjoying it before, but unfortunately no longer. And then I was reading Set on You, which is what is Set on You? I can't think what it is right now. A romance book, but I can't think what one it is. I was going to say it was a different one, but it isn't, so you'll have to go back and watch my reading videos if you want to know. Then on Wednesday, I marked that I had a productive day, which is great when you're about to go into like a 6-week really busy work period. Then I marked that it was Craig in my team's 12 months. So I had a big refresh in my team, and that's just one of those things that happens in the type of job that I have. We had a lot of people leave. In fact, everyone in my team left all at one time, and I don't know what that says about me, but 2 of them still very much work at my workplace, and we're still really good friends, so I don't think the issue was me, even if my imposter syndrome tells me that. But it meant that I had to completely start again from last March. So yeah, it was really fun to, this is sort of Craig passing his 12 months was like the first person in the team to hit their 12 months. So they've all nearly done a year now. Then I marked that I was eating co-op on the train. So I must have been working late if I was eating a sandwich on the train. I do have to do it sometimes. Again, it's just a fact of life with the job that I have. And then I marked that I finished Set on You. I cannot think what Set on You is. I don't want to faff around looking over my bookshelves, but I literally can't think what the book is. Anyway, then on Thursday I marked that I had an early start. I think just because there was a lot happening on that day, so I needed to get to work early to try and get through some stuff, because I often have to work late at this period of time, but I couldn't work late because of what was happening that evening. I then was reading Like a Charm, which is a middle grade book, a fantasy book. It's really good. I think I've maybe accepted, though I don't actually want to read that many middle grades as an adult, but Like a Charm is really good. I would recommend it, and I actually would really recommend it if you are somebody listening to this who has a child who is sort of 11, 12 years old. I really, really would recommend Like a Charm. Then I marked that we had a team meeting. Then I had a chat with my colleague Priya. So Priya used to be in my team, but left about a year ago. And it was really nice to catch up with her because she was actually leaving. So she left my team to move to another team, but under my manager. And then she actually is seconded currently to a different team. So this was her kind of final day in our current team. So yeah, I've marked there. We had Priya and Shah, who's another one of our colleagues, Denisha. We had their leaving drinks. Even though they're not leaving, both of them still work at my workplace, but they're both seconded into other roles, which is amazing for them. And then again, I marked a late night sandwich. That's really depressing that I did 2 nights of eating co-op on the train. Then on Friday, I marked that I had a day off, which would have been very needed. I walked into town. That was good of me. And while I was doing that, I was listening to Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which was our work book club book. And it was the first book club I went to. And I'll talk more about that in next week's Plan with me, because that was the first book club meeting. Then I had my hair cut, so I would have had to have gone like back over to my hometown in order to have that done, so I must have had complicated trains and stuff in order to get there. We had a bad drive back. I don't remember it, but I think, oh no, I do, they cut off, there's only really like one road into my town and that just was shut, so it was really stressful. I think it was me and my mum, and I had to like on the fly figure out, like we had to like go to the next town and come in a different way. Very complicated. Then I marked that Stuart's parents were here because it was the Newcastle playing at Wembley was this weekend, so they came to stay with us before they went up to Wembley. So we then went out for dinner. I haven't marked where, just for security reasons, but it was a really nice dinner, and I really like the place that we go to because they have really nice mocktails, so I really like it there, because I don't just want to drink Diet Coke as a non-alcohol drinker. Then I marked that I unfortunately had a nightmare, and there was a few of these, interestingly, when I was batch planning these. Then on Saturday, I marked that first off I went to Lidl. I actually tried to collect my medication as well, but the pharmacy wasn't open when I went there at 8 a.m. How rude. Then I marked that we went around St Albans. I went to Waterstones. We went and ate at Beach House, which is a really nice place that does good brunch. I then was sorting out the conservatory. This must have been around, this would have been around the office vlog. Sorry that the screen is moving around a bit there. I must have knocked my tripod. Then we went to our friend Tom's and we watched the very first Indiana Jones, which I don't think I've ever seen in full. It's just one of those things that's like on at Christmas. And then we had tacos, which were really good. Then on Sunday, I was working on booktube spreadsheets. This probably would have been related to like working up to doing my reading journal, filling out my core pile spreadsheet. Then I filmed Plan with Me, more conservatory sorting, watched Bad Batch, and had a bath. So that was it. It was a busy week, but a nice one in the main, despite various issues, but nice to see Stuart's parents. I think we haven't seen them since then. We're going to be seeing them in a couple of weeks, which will be really good. So I'm just doing my deco along the top. I did the same thing I've been doing recently where I intersperse the deco with a bit of foil, and I just love how this looks with the Tilly Journal hearts. It just looks so good. And then I will show you the leftovers in the kit. This one is a little bit of a smaller kit, not as many boxes, so I will just be putting all of these extras in my extras basket for sorting out at another time into my reusable albums. Thank you so much for watching this plan with me. I really hope you liked it, and thank you for your patience while I get back on track with these. If you did enjoy this video, I would really appreciate a like, and if you haven't already, I would love it if you would subscribe. In the description, I will have a link to my Instagram and my Goodreads if you want to check out any more content from me. Otherwise, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!